Dong Yun Kim, whatever his name is. He's I think Korean actually. Yeah, he's Korean, and he's got some very good judo. A lot of people boo him whenever I'm watching his fight, no matter what. The last fight that I saw of his was God, I don't remember who he was fighting, but it was at UFC Rampage versus Evans. He was fighting, and he won by decision. But some people don't really think he's got the best style. It's not very exciting. He believes, though, this guy.
We're talking about the same people who sit on their fat asses and imagine they can do what they do.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Oh,
like
hi guys,
like me.
Me too. Thumbs up.
But besides the fat ass part, but no, this guy right here, the Korean, he thinks that he's got the best style to beat GSP. A lot of people don't think GSP is very exciting anymore. Some people don't think this guy's very exciting. I'm not saying that. I know what goes on whenever I watch an MMA fight. Usually, it's very rare that I get bored watching an MMA fight. When I didn't understand it, well, actually back in the UFC days when there was no time limit and then you didn't know what was going on the ground, that was boring to me because I didn't understand it at the time. And back then, the people, the fighters did not have all these skills wrapped up in one. They just had, they were just actually experts. Yeah, they were just experts in one technique. They weren't, nowadays everybody has experience in everything: boxing, kickboxing, judo, jiu-jitsu. It's all combined. So it's hardly ever any stalling unless you get two jiu-jitsu guys who are masters in jiu-jitsu, and you get that stalling sometimes. But to me, it's never that boring anymore. However, Carlos Condit, this is the guy that knocked out Dan Hardy. Remember, you were shocked as hell.
I was pissed, actually.
Yeah, he was pretty pissed. He's an Outlaw fan. And Carlos Condit knocked him out.
Well, I'm more of a red.
This guy's awesome.
I like the color red, actually. It just so happens he likes red too, so I like him.
I see. All right, well, Carlos Condit is the natural-born killer. He's the one that knocked out Dan Hardy, and now he's got this guy. I think he's going to be able to be he's probably going to be the guy to defeat Dong Yun Kim, or however, I'm sure I'm going to get criticized for this. I don't know how to say the guy's name, okay?
You think you can say
I can't speak his language. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yeah, so we're in the same boat now.
It took me, But I picked Carlos Condit by decision, though. This isn't going to be, unless he knocks him out, but I see a 3-round decision for Carlos Condit.
Did Carlos the one who said he could take out St. Pierre?
No, the other guy.
Oh, the other guy.
The Korean guy.
The Korean guy. All right, Condit. All right, the only person who was ever able, I believe, in my professional thinking of MMA, all right, that came close to even coming close to making George St. Pierre, to beat him was Mandy Moore. And you, sir, are no Mandy Moore. So you can't beat him like the way she does. So anyway, the way she did. Anyways, so that's my theory on that little piece.
Man, isn't that great?
I just thought about that.
Mandy Moore.
You know what I mean?
No, but she's great.
Oh, she really is. I think she's very fine, sexy, hot.
So who do you choose on this fight?
I like how I said a little piece at the end. Korea guy. I'm sorry. Anyways, next card.
So, but who do you think? Who do you think's gonna win then?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with Condit.
Bye.
Oh, I'm going to go for. Is he a submissionist?
He's got some submissions. Yeah.
All right, you'd be surprised if he gets him a submission in the second round.
Nice. Okay. I'd like to see that rather than. I'm sure it would be exciting no matter what. You got that guy who's very exciting.
Gonna happen.
And Dong Kim he can be, to me, like I said, I understand what's going on. He's a pretty good fighter. He fights to win, though. He is one of those fighters who fights safe to win, and that's why people probably think he's boring, but I think it's gonna be a good fight. Next one is Dennis Seaver versus Matt Handsome Wyman. That's his name. Handsome Matt Wyman against Dennis Seaver. And you got a kickboxer against a guy who is a pretty good striker too. He's got some good striking. He's got some good submissions. This should be a good fight. This should be a very good fight.
It sounds pretty damn good.
I was very shocked when Dennis Seaver got knocked out by Melvin Gillard. That's a common opponent by both of these guys because Melvin Gillard also knocked out Handsome Wyman by, God, what was it, a flying knee or something like? No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Spencer Fisher. Which, one reason for that is because I always thought Spencer Fisher and Melvin Gillard should have got it on. I thought that would have been an awesome fight. But it's between these guys, Seaver and Wyman.
I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. Fisher, I don't know what's been going on, but he just has not been winning lately. So that fight's it's more likely that we're not going to be able to see that fight just because Gallard's up there and Fisher just has not been winning lately.
I'll have you know something. We're actually going to have that fight happen. And you guys will be able to view it because I got 2011 UFC and I know how to create people. It's what I do. I'm an artist. We're going to have that fight. Just make sure you vote, see whether you like it or not.
I think Gallard's not in 2011. One of them's not. I think Spencer Fisher is, but not Gallard. But you can, like you said, you can create them, you can make them, so you do it. And you can make that fight happen. Here's your promoter right here, guys. But what do you think, Ray? Seaver and Wyman. I think Seaver's got the better stand-up. Wyman's got a good ground game. I can see this fight going to a decision too.
I'm going to have to go with Seaver.
Seaver, all right.
Yeah, I like kickboxers, you know? They're awesome.
How do you think he's going to win?
I think he's going to win, let's see. Let me look at Handsome real quick. First round.
So you don't think Handsome's going to be quite handsome after this fight?
Absolutely not.
Is he going to have to change his name?
To maybe good looking.
Maybe to Matt.
Average Joe,
disfigured Wyman?
No, I don't think he's going to change his name or anything like that. If anything, he's going to change his way of fighting. And I think it's going to go at the second round maybe, and it's to be by knockout.
And I heard there were some other people making videos. I know there's a lot of people who are going to make these videos, by the way. Obviously, they always do.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to say subscribe, this and that. I'm not going to tell you that. But I know there's some people who do that, and some people are going to say it's going to be Dennis Siver versus Matt Weiman. Do not believe me. I would not be surprised if that happens. So do not, be surprised if that does happen. But anyway, Matt Wyman, I think I can see that too, man. That's a very good point you bring, because actually I just remembered now. Dennis Seaver was very, very impressive against George Soteropoulos in Australia, by the way.
I say he made that up, but I'm sure it's actually...
I believe that's the way you say it. It's crazy. I was trying to think about it, but I think I got that one right. And he beat him in his own hometown. He actually got the better of the striking. He almost knocked him out a few times, and it was just a great performance. If he fights like that, I can see him beating Matt Wyman in the second round by TKO or knockout. But Matt Wyman's a good fighter too, so I see this fight going, I have to say, still a decision. A lot of decisions, I'm saying, but these are all going to be good decisions, good fights. I have to go with, I think Seaver's been on a tear, man. And for my record, I'm going to choose Dennis Seaver. I see him winning by a 3-round decision.
I'm going for Seaver, second round knockout. Past the minute mark.
That's a good way to say it. I mean, I was thinking about going second round knockout by Dennis Seaver. But should be a hell of a fight, ladies and gentlemen. We will be coming back on to talk about how the event went, what our records are as far as predicting.
Exactly.
Could we be psychics? We're gonna disclose all that information next time we're on here. In other words, it'll be the review.
Exactly.
This was the preview.
Exactly. And on that note, I am Jaime Rene Olmeda, alongside
Joey Olmeda.
And this is Split
Decision.